Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. It's your host Ram with you on the cricket show, Cricket Happenings. And very unfortunately, as you know, the Asia Cup has already begun. We have Pakistan have beaten Nepal. Bangladesh lost their fixture as well to Afghanistan. Sorry, tomorrow Bangladesh are taking Afghanistan. Bangladesh have already lost one match, as you know, and now today it was India versus Pakistan, and India versus Pakistan. Very sorry that it was marred by rain, but we still had some very good moments for both the teams, which I'll be talking about. And also, as usual, have a look at the cricket week. Not much. We'll just briefly touch upon England and at the both sides. If you see, it's domination. England dominating New Zealand in the T20 series. Already won both the T20. In fact, they won the series. At the other side of the spectrum, we have Australia absolutely steamrolling South Africa in the first two T20 matches, the final one coming up as well. So definitely there is something to talk. So maybe I would like to do it probably a short cricket show here. But without further ado, we will get into India versus Pakistan. As I said, this was a match. So the points due to the rain, only one innings was possible, and it was India who batted and put up 266, which I'll be talking about. But later on, the umpires decided that play it wouldn't be the pitch would be unfit for play, and that was it. And both the teams sharing points on the table as far as the Asia Cup is concerned. So India getting the first points, and also Pakistan, as they have already won the two matches, are through to the Super Four of the Asia Cup. So tomorrow, Bangladesh take on Afghanistan in a must-win match for them because they have to win if they have to keep their hopes of the Super Four. So it will be interesting to see what really transpires there. Pakistan have already won their fixtures, as you know. They have already won the match against. I think they lost the match, as you would remember. They lost the match, Bangladesh, the first match, and Pakistan won the first match against Nepal. And Bangladesh tomorrow, as I said, take on Afghanistan. Now, let's have a look at this particular game. India batting well. First, let me tell you this pitch, after winning the toss, Rohit Sharma decided that he will bat first. But when one saw the pitch, there was enough in it for the Pakistani pacers as far as pace, bounce, and swing was concerned. And I thought Shaheen Shah Afridi and Naseem Shah in particular totally exploited the conditions. And the Indians, it was a sort of a story where initially Shaheen Shah Afridi was bowling full length deliveries to the openers Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill, and Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill were negotiating it well. But after the break, probably someone had a word with Shaheen Shah Afridi, and Shaheen Shah Afridi shortened his length, and that started bringing the rewards as he first got the wicket of Rohit Sharma with a real break back. I mean, it was nicely set up by Shaheen Shah Afridi. He tested him outside the off stump with the first two deliveries, and the third delivery, Rohit Sharma was a goner, as Rohit Sharma probably didn't anticipate the ball to really hurry through after pitching. It was an in-ducker, and Rohit Sharma was gone. Bowled by Shaheen Shah Afridi for 11 with two boundaries. Virat Kohli came in, hit one boundary of the Shaheen Shah Afridi, which was very sweetly struck, and one thought that he was in very good nick. But the very next delivery, Shaheen Shah Afridi, I would consider that this wicket was a bit trifle lucky for Shaheen Shah Afridi because Virat Kohli, trying to play the ball with an angle bat, probably could not get the middle of the bat to the ball, and he edged it onto his stumps, and he was a goner. So 2 wickets were down at that stage. India were 27 for 2 in 6.3 overs. In walked in Shreyas Iyer to join Shubman Gill, who was definitely, I would say, very, very circumspect, and he was finding it a real struggle to, get the runs. He was not able to get the ball off the square, and he was really, really struggling. But Shreyas Iyer came in and, really put some sort of a, not a big impetus, but at least he showed that from his comeback into the team, he really, really played some two wonderful strokes, two boundaries in that of 14 of 9 balls before Harry Shroff had Shreyas Iyer pulling a delivery into the midriff of Fakhar Zaman, and Fakhar Zaman picked up the catch, and Harry Shroff was the bowler. Shreyas Iyer was gone for 14. After that, it was Shubman Gill, who was still there at the crease, joined in by Ishan Kishan. But then Shubman Gill finally was, relieved of his misery, one could call, as this was Harry Shroff at his best. He was bowling at full throttle, as one could call it, and Gill tried to defend the delivery, but it seemed away. And it again, like Kohli, it actually hit the inside edge of the bat and trod on to the stumps, and that was the end of Shubman Gill. A very unconvincing knock at that. Bowled Harry Shroff for 10 with of 32, that was 1-4, and India were in an absolute soup, one could call, at 66 for 4 in 14.1 overs. And now there was the new pair of Ishan Kishan at the crease, joined in by Hardik Pandya. But after that, it was a process of repairing the damage, rebuilding, and that was done wonderfully well by the youngster Ishan Kishan, who showed that what an asset he can be to the Indian team. At the other end, it was Hardik Pandya, and both were really playing percentage cricket. They knew that this particular pair was a very crucial pair, even though Jadeja and Shardul Thakur were still to come. They decided Hardik Pandya, I suppose, was the one who nurtured Ishan Kishan and kept on talking to him. And Hardik Pandya, as you know, is the vice captain of the team as well. And Ishan Kishan was following the instructions, and any loose stuff that was served to him was dispatched. But Ishan Kishan also showed how he could uppercut Asad Rauf into the stands for a six as well over third man. And Ishan Kishan definitely played some wonderful. So he was not afraid to come down to the spinners. Hardik Pandya, on the other hand, was very, very playing a sort of a real measured knock. He knew that his presence for India till the 50 overs was very, very important. He stuck it out there, but also made sure that the scoreboard was ticking along. Even India were keeping the run rate at 5 runs per over, and it was a wonderful partnership. And one thought that probably it was. I think the commentators were also talking about it. That Shaheen Shah Afridi, when the Ishan Kishan partnership, Hardik Pandya partnership was really doing well, as they were on a real rescue mission, as one could call it. It was a nice partnership that was going on. Probably, I think Babar Azam should have actually got Shaheen Shah Afridi or probably Naseem Shah to bowl an over, which was not to be. And probably one does not know what was the reason. But if you look at it, if I probably thought that the captain should probably known that India have a very long tail, and they knew that in that even if probably if any of the players, and probably Babar Azam was having it in his mind that Hardik Pandya is the key player, and if Hardik Pandya stays till the 50th over, then and if he actually exhausts Shaheen Shah Afridi's overs, then he would be in an absolute quandary at that time. So definitely, it was Hardik Pandya who actually put the doubt in the minds of Babar Azam, according to me. And that's the precise reason I thought, even though the commentators were definitely talking about it, I thought he was the one who actually decided, probably keeping in view that Hardik Pandya was there, he was very conscious about it. And so I don't think one can even blame him, because what happens if if Shaheen Shah Afridi had come and a wicket had not gone? Yes, Shaheen Shah Afridi definitely took the wicket of Hardik Pandya, by fooling him with a slower delivery. But what if the wicket had not gone? So anyway, so I really don't blame. Probably in the heat, probably when the partnership was really going, probably 1 over could have been. I think 1 over he could have just tested it with 1 over, which Babar Azam did. I thought there was a sort of a missing the trick, I suppose. But what a partnership there! I mean, after that we saw Hardik Pandya and Ishan Kishan getting runs for India pretty easily, and it was very, very good to see. Ishan Kishan, what a partnership it was. I'm told it was highest partnership in the Asia Cup for India against Pakistan, 166. So basically, if you look at it, it is a partnership of 128 runs to the good. Ishan Kishan's contribution being 82 of 80. I mean, Ishan Kishan, one has to really, really forgive him. He basically had some sort of an issues. He probably had some cramps, and that was the time. Even though he was approaching his century, he decided to throw the kitchen sink at it, and that was it for Ishan Kishan. He was gone for 82 of 81, 9,000. But what a knock! I mean, he has really, he has really put his hat into the ring as far as the ODI into the ODI team for the World Cup. There was, I really, really, one has to say, it was a very good knock under very, very tight circumstances. And also, when Ishan Kishan, let's remember that these two bowlers, Naseem Shah and everything, the only thing that India probably took advantage was the spinners. Where Shadab Khan 9 overs cost him 57 runs, Mohammad Namaz 8 overs 55. So and also Aga Salman 4 overs 21, still okay. But all the wickets were taken by the Pacers. Really very good knock from Ishan Kishan, 87 of 90, and Hardik Pandya 87 of 90 with 7 4s and 1 6, 82 from Ishan Kishan's bat of 81. That was 9 4s and 2 6s. After that, it was Pakistan really walking to the match, because once they got the wicket of Ishan Kishan, they broke through, and then Hardik Pandya going the next over to Shaheen Shah Afridi. It was all over for India. Just a matter of Jasprit Bumrah striking a few well and showing some real boldness in doing so. Made 16 of 14, 3 boundaries. Other than Shardul Thakur out for 3, Kuldeep Yadav for 4, and India wound up for 266 in 48.5 overs. Nevertheless, so India would be definitely happy with that effort of 266. Afridi, a splendid bowling performance from him. This is what the Pakistani, the strength of the Pakistan are. As I said, this is the edge that Pakistan has over India. 10 overs, 2 maidens, 35 runs and 4 wickets for Shaheen Shah Afridi. Naseem Shah, 8.5 overs, no maiden, 3 for 36, bowled superbly. Harish Rauf, 9 overs, 258 was costly, but always he has this knack of picking up the wickets. Shadab Khan, as I already told you, and Aga Salman, none for 21. But only one thing I can tell you, this particular 266 total was not, I would not think that this total would have been easy for Pakistan to chase. They probably, as I said, the pitch was too paced. So some balls were rising, some balls were probably keeping low as well. So one would have probably seen a great battle in the battle out there. But unfortunately, it was not so, as rain was the big hindrance though there, unfortunately. And wish India and Pakistan play in the finals of the Asia Cup for the very first time in the history, and that is my prediction. That's what I am really, really predicting. My take is that it will be an India-Pakistan Asia Cup final. But one has to wait and watch. Let's see what happens tomorrow against Bangladesh and Afghanistan. For Bangladesh, it's a must-win match after losing their first fixture. Now, I'm going to take this away. We are going to just look at the cricket that happened in the week. I'm just going to talk about England, New Zealand. 2 T20s have gone by this week, and England have already won the T20 series, the 3-match T20 series. England have already won it. They've taken a 2-0 lead it's a 4-match series. So basically, New Zealand definitely have an opportunity in the third T20 to basically try to level the series by winning the back-to-back matches. But having a look at it, so far, if you are looking at both the T20s, there's been total domination by England. The first time it was dominated by England in the first match, as you would remember, and in the second match, Johnny Barristow's bat was doing the talking with 86 of 68 fours and 4 6s, and Harry Brook, is just yeah, he's just going hammer and tongs on the bowlers. He's basically, I wouldn't say an anger or vengeance, but I would say he's really showing, trying to tell the England selectors that he should be a certainty in the England squad in the World Cup after he was left out. And after I've been noticing one thing. After his name was not, if his name was not included in the World Cup squad, I see Harry Brook really going hell for leather when the ball is being served to him. And what a knock from Harry Brook! It was really was sort of a real bustling knock. 67 of 36, 5 4s and 5s. He did it the other day as well, and that enabled them to 198 for 4. And then New Zealand chasing 190 and are absolutely matched. They have not been any match for the Englishmen in both the matches. In the first match, they were restricted to 164, and England got to the target. Here, England set up 198 and bowled them out for 103. Gus Atkinson, the man who has the most heat in the England team, who has really caught the eye of the England selectors, came in, and what a performance from him! I mean, he bowled he got the best bowling figures by an England debutant in T20 cricket when he bowled 2.5 overs, no made, and 20 runs, and he picked up 4 wickets. And we are going to hear a lot about him. And if you look at the wickets of Gus Atkinson, it was all about hitting the deck and the heat generated by him, that the pace, as we call it, and that was what was really putting. If you look at the wickets there, Devon Conway was trying to. He was not done in the pace, because when there is a lot of pace on the ball and the batsman tries to hit it, it probably is not going to sail for a 4 or 6. It is going to go into the hands of the fielder, and that's what precisely happened. And he bowled at more than 150 clicks. As far as Tim Seifert was the only one who gave a semblance of respectability to the total, making 38. But in a losing cause, he had to swing to the hills, and that was it for him. And his wicket was also taken by Gus Atkinson. And Atkinson shown what a dreadful bowler he can be when it comes to the tail. Lucky Ferguson's stumps were absolutely splayed, and Tim Southee was claimed LBW. 103 all out, absolute demolition there, and 4 wickets, 20 runs for Gus Atkinson. What a memorable debut for Gus Atkinson, and definitely a great prospect for England. And I think, I don't know. One has to wait, and one does not know whether he's figuring in the squad in the World Cup. I'm not really sure about that. There is something I need to check. But I think, why not give him a chance in the World Cup as well? Well, dear fans, and also the other side, the Aussies have been totally dominating the South Africans in the T20 series. It's a 3-match series, 2 matches. Australia have already won the T20 series over there. They're doing a great job. Mitchell Marsh, the captain, the new captain of the Australian team, is in full flight and full force, and he's been whacking big scores at plenty. At the other end, Matthew Short yesterday showed what a skillful player he is, and what a dangerous player he can be on the top order in a T20 cricket. He has been definitely doing a great job in the T20 franchisee leagues as well, and definitely there's a lot to look out for in the final T20. The South Africans can salvage something. Well, dear fans and subscribers, an absolute pleasure bringing you this cricket show as ever, and looking forward to meeting you all once again tomorrow and talking to you all on my next cricket show. That will be tomorrow on a Sunday on the 4th of September. Until then, it's goodbye.